Hey guys, thanks for joining me for this part 2 on the education crisis, where we want to focus on preventing burnout. And sticking with our mobile phone analogy, we want to talk about the role of background apps and data-intense events. For those who might have missed our first one, we've introduced this idea as educators that we're kind of like these smartphones, and that is we're packed full of capability, but it can only be dealt with if we've got enough capacity or battery life. And so without further ado, let's take a look at the types of things that drain our battery too fast. Sticking with our mobile phone, of course, we know that there are two things: data-intense events and background apps. Background apps, of course, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, anything tracking you, it's going to be running up the battery, burning it down in the background. And data-intense events, well, they're the things like those character games my kids play, Roblox, and then there's Fortnite and friends of mine into the Call of Duty, all of those things. And particularly if you've got both of them going on, this thing's going to go flat in no time. But enough about that analogy with the phone. Let's move into what it means for us personally as educators. And again, the background apps, well, we could kind of see that as about our personal vulnerabilities. And the personal vulnerabilities that we may have might be around emotional suppression, unhealthy thinking and behavior patterns, or adaptations that come from previous little T or big T traumas. And that stuff's running energy in the background, draining us. Over on the data-intense events side, we have major stressful life events personally that go on when loved ones pass away, major family discord, big events. Also things like health conditions or extreme fatigue. And so if we've got the background apps or the data-intense events or both going on, there's a high correlation with risk of burnout. You can see the statistics there now. The second one, though, is to turn our attention away from the personal side and think about our schools or workplaces. And again, the background apps, well, that's about workplace vulnerabilities. And typically we might have unclear reporting lines or too many communication channels, or we just may not have a well-defined team structure in our school. That's going to be burning energy, draining our battery too fast. But then we've also got those big data events, those data-intense events, such as student incidents, behavior problems, parent conflict, and periodic task overload. And again, those things are going to drain our battery too fast. We need to take responsibility for that as employers, of course, because you can see the statistics on the screen now. This is indeed an important predictor that we have to address in building a flourishing school. So let's bring this thing together in this part 2 of the education crisis. Here we wanted to talk about preventing burnout. And again, we wanted to stick with this capacity capability thing, this amazing capability that we all have that's often lying dormant simply because our battery's too flat. You might want to grab the little worksheet. We'll put it in the comments section from insight number 9 on burnout in our new book, Lead, because that's got some little ticker box things where you can focus on the personal stuff we covered in this video, what you could do differently, and the school stuff, what we collectively could do differently. And these are really important conversations as part of building a strategy to prevent burnout. Until next time, bye for now.